Hello, I'm Jenny, and today I'm going to chat about one of my favourite things, the perception is projection game. This is based on an all-encompassing concept from Carl Jung that can be a game changer if you're serious about growth and evolution. This game I'm proposing is portable, simple to use, and it's empowering. So play it and you can liberate the joy from within, and it gets right to the heart of your problems with others so that long-standing issues can be cleared. I wanted to share this with you as it has been a tool that continues to have a profound impact on my spiritual development and overall growth. It first came to my awareness in the early 90s when I received quite an enlightened reading. The astrologer skillfully outlined character flaws that I was seeing reflected in others and said that it's just self-meeting self time and time again until you get the message. It was one of those light bulb moments of remembering this really cool way of viewing life, and I've been working with it ever since. Perception as projection means that whatever you perceive to be outside yourself on some level is within you. Jung went on to encapsulate this beautifully when he said, you marry your unconscious mind and then spend the rest of your life projecting out onto it. So whatever you don't like about someone else mirrors some behavior within yourself, which you are not yet fully aware of. And another way Jung described this is everything that is unconscious in ourselves we discover in our neighbour and we treat him accordingly. So Jung was really onto something. The more you try to hide, avoid, or deny something about yourself, the more you project it unconsciously on those around you. And what you resist persists. We judge most harshly in others what we most deny in ourselves. The creator laboratory, or in other words, higher dimensional levels of divine creation, cleverly designed and hardwired these programs to run 24/7 in our systems because we find it difficult to really see ourselves. So much easier to see the faults in someone else. Bringing unconscious behaviours and projections back to ourselves changes our reality and enables us to pierce through the illusions. Change within and notice the outside world change. You've already clocked how differently the world and people appear when you're having a bad hair day compared to how it all sparkles when you fall in love or having a good day. Whether we are conscious of our behaviours or not, we are the creator of our world, and the master knows this. This knowing, which is about being responsible for our reality, raises your stature. It's easy to measure success in this game. The person pressing your buttons will appear to act differently. In the same circumstances, your buttons won't continue to get pressed. Now, if you trade in your partner because it was all their stuff and you don't change inside, your next partner will have the same behaviours. It will be a case of the old dressed up as the new. You can sometimes sort out your problems and differences with your partner by bringing all your projections into conscious awareness and changing them within yourself. The relationship may then flourish without counselling. So let's talk about a pitfall to you being successful this game. What can happen when you bring it back to yourself is that you can judge yourself unmercifully. So put the big stick away. Everyone has issues. You wouldn't be here otherwise. Planet Earth is a school of learning. We land here each with our own combination of subjects to graduate from. There is no right or wrong in this game, only behaviours we choose to keep or let go of. And as Shakespeare said, there is nothing good or bad but thinking that makes it so. We see the world not as it is, but as we are. So here's the game. Number 1, think of a situation in which someone is pressing your buttons, or in other words, triggering you. Number 2, describe their behaviour. Number 3, how is that behaviour present in you? Be honest. Number 4, how would you like them to behave with or towards you? And number 5, how can you be an example of that within yourself? So the last step of the game means actually changing your behavior. The conscious awareness of how the behavior plays out inside will get the ball rolling. Make the decision to change the undesirable trait will often change everything around you. Yet sometimes we need to work a little harder, and there's plenty of professional help available if you get stuck. So you can start with the little things. You will always be able to find the projections within yourself. If you are having trouble finding an unconscious behavior, put it out to the universe and wait for the answer to appear in your consciousness. It might take a few days, and then, while in the middle of something, the penny will drop. Your subconscious mind runs most of your behaviors without you being aware of it. It goes from how you love and the money you make to how you clean your teeth. Most habits come from doing something once, usually at a young age in a past life, or they can be passed on genealogically. When we then keep running them on autopilot ever after, the game uncovers the behaviors that aren't serving you so you can choose new pathways. It's liberating and enlightening, and it expands your conscious awareness. So these projections we're talking about, they're holographic. For example, you may see an issue in someone at work which might mirror how you interact with your family at home. The person who is pressing your buttons might be doing something that you only consider doing. Because energetically, there is no difference between thought and deed. An issue you might think you have dealt with can come up again. This may mean the projections might also need to be addressed on other levels. I've had to address issues on the physical, emotional, mental, and then finally the soul level. Sometimes our biggest button presser might be a mirror for many issues. When you wrote your life script in heaven before incarnating, they put their hands up for more than one part in your learning. So it's good to remember that challenging people and situations serve as our master teachers. Without them, our souls would not grow. Perhaps they're the ones that love us the most on a soul level because they accept the flack we project at them. Whenever you get angry with your children, you can bet they are acting out your unresolved stuff, conscious or unconscious. If you have an emotional charge with someone, you are a victim to that person. You're giving them rent-free space in your head. Own your projection, and it will disarm and take away the intensity of the charge. Then you can deal with the issue. Once we own our projections, we don't lose the capacity of the behavior, we gain more choices. Projection monsters are created when the concept is not fully owned. For instance, that's not my projection, it's theirs. Or I can accept that 95% of it is my stuff, but the other 5% isn't. That 5% is probably the most important projection to clear. Projecting your issues onto someone else, indulging denial and avoidance doesn't resolve anything. Slipping stuff under the carpet never clears anything. It will resurface when you least expect it somewhere else. So the rules of the game are you can never tell anybody else that that is their projection. And just a caveat, it will mean taking responsibility for your life and letting go of victim consciousness. So a degree of self-love and worthiness can sometimes be needed to be built up first so as to be able to face yourself in a new light. Simple doesn't mean easy. If you want results, take full responsibility for your actions. Don't blame others. There's a simple equation, which is C is greater than E. Cause is greater than effect. Are you on the cause or the effect side of this equation? Do you choose empowerment to get the results you want, or victim mode of why you haven't or can't? You will have a vast repertoire of reasons, excuses why you don't get the results you want in your life. Choice is yours. The prize for the winners of this game is wisdom and compassion and harmony. Play it, live it, and have fun. I always weave this concept in when I'm working with people, both in my one-on-one sessions and classes. So please feel free to contact me to find out how you can come on board. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I love reading comments, so feel free to share down below in the comment section. And click on that bell so that YouTube let you know when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching. Lots of love.